That's how we starting the pod. That's how we starting hype record. Like,
Shit,
All right,
motherfuckers is
y'all.
tired.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of RNW podcast. It's your boy Interest We Trust. We got Drew the God and we got HB bitch. And we're gonna jump right into it
Mm-hmm.
with the news. Go ahead, Drew, take it away.
Let me talk to you.
but I don't know if it's good news, bad news, but Alistair Black, Malachi Black in AEW contract is expiring. End of the year, end of 2024, early 2025. Thoughts on that? Great talent, ain't did shit in AEW in 3 years. Ain't hold no belts other than the trios belts. Ain't been featured crazy, none of that. He had a little run against Cody before Cody got up out of there, but Alistair Black gonna be a free agent.
Um, I hope. From what I remember when he was in WWE, um, I think he was pretty decent. Again, I'm not too familiar with all of his stuff. I think he was NXT as well. Or started out in NXT, then went to one of the main rosters, I believe. Um, sure. I'm all for him signing if he decides to sign with WWE, as long as WWE has something for him. Like I don't want him to sign WWE and then he don't really get pushed like that, or he's pretty much in the same situation as he was in AEW, but maybe making a little bit more money because WWE is raking in all the cash right now. So hey, if he wants to sign with WWE, pull up. I know his finisher move was fire. Some kick that
A
was
Black
fire.
Mask?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that joint was fire. It was lethal. So it'd be cool to see if he comes back to WWE. He don't give a fuck.
You don't want to come back?
If he does, that's cool. If he don't, that's cool.
Oh damn, damn.
He
All
ain't
right.
nothing special. All right, he
No,
ain't
it's
nothing
not.
special.
I think I thought you would have liked you a high flying nigga. Like that's your shit.
This is because of time of recording. So I'm not enthusiastic.
Okay.
Catch me tomorrow. I might be more
That's
enthused
crazy.
that he's coming back.
I mean,
But
I
no,
think I think it's fire. I think it's fire if he do come back. I mean, Triple he had his best time in NXT when Triple H was running NXT. He was
Mhm.
NXT champion. He was doing all the crazy shit. He was kicking people's heads clean off their shoulders. He got to the main roster and Vince was like, "Yeah, so you're trash. I don't know what to do with you. You're not 7 foot. You ain't Matt Browlick. You ain't none of the things that I see superstars as. So Vince ain't know what to do with him. So I mean, he
Mhm.
made the right move at the time, but everybody in AEW is around his size. So there's like, I don't know. It seemed like people just get lost when they go there.
Yeah.
So I mean, his wife
um,
working WWE though.
What's his
I
wife
don't know
Z-
if it's
do?
necessarily
Zelina
get
Vega.
lost.
Oh, that's his
That's
girl.
his
That's
wife.
what's
That's his
up.
joint.
That's his
Mm-hmm.
wife. All right,
Mm-hmm.
man. I see you.
Damn. Um,
Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother.
Damn. He said,
uh,
"Word, fucking bitch." I knew that was gonna be his reaction. All right, the next shit, nigga, be crying. Um, Vince McMahon. I don't know if y'all heard the word. Vince McMahon starting another media company, a new entertainment company. It won't have. So Vince McMahon, a part of his departure from TKO was that he couldn't compete with them in any way possible for a year.
what is it? Pornhub?
Nah, non
Dude,
competes. I mean, non competes is like a regular thing in
you get it
business.
later.
I know what you. I was trying. I mean, you talk about something you tired. Like, let me help you. Um, but essentially, he's starting a new media company. Allegedly, it's gonna be movies and TV shows and shit like that. I don't believe him. He's starting another WWE. What do
Mm,
y'all think about Vince starting his own company? And is he's waiting for the clearly he's waiting for the non compete to end
right.
to get the company going. So, what do you think?
I think that's fine. Let me tell you why. I think it's
Let's go deeper. Cut the lights on.
I mean, both companies can't keep all these wrestlers. Clearly, there's a lot of top names. Both companies can't have all these wrestlers and still maintain them and keep them relevant in some sort of way. So if you have another third company that can go into like the AEW, WCW kind of slot, competing with WWE, you have multiple wrestling federations going on that can keep wrestlers popular and all of them could get their fair due. And you could just tune in and watch whatever you want to watch. Can it be an overload in wrestling? Possibly, but we all know at certain points, certain companies may get stale.
Mm,
So you might click over to the next one and be like, oh, this is popping. Remember at one point, WWE was just stale, but we didn't really have anything else to go to like that.
right.
So I'm cool with it. He just gotta chill with all the NDAs and all the wild shit he be doing.
I'm saying though, but it's Vince though. So if we go back to what we seen recently, his booking is trash.
Just about
So
to
if he
say that.
really
That was gonna be
do,
my point.
if yeah, like if he do have a company and he makes it wrestling, I'm not watching that because what he gonna do? Sign the Undertaker? Undertaker gonna be his world champ?
I
Like
mean, who knows? He might get some writers and all of that and kind of start it and then kind of sit back. He might have his hand in it a little bit,
I say it's
but
Vince McMahon, brother. He's gonna have
Vince gonna
control of
sit
that
back?
wheel the whole time. Yeah, that's my only concern about him starting his own company, and if he is gonna compete against, the other wrestling companies like WWE, AEW, TNA, all of them, is that if talent goes there, I hope they know what they're signing up for.
I ain't
Again,
signing shit.
unless Vince had a whole change of heart and was like sat back and realized his whole way, like all the ways that he was running the WWE before was not necessarily translating well with the company and his talent, then and if he keeps that going that same route, it's not going to work out. I don't think. I mean, it'll be something else to watch. I think initially people are going to watch it because it's something new. They want to see. But then it's gonna. I feel like if he keeps up his old shit, then it's gonna die down. Like, what the fuck are we watching? I'm not watching old WWE shit. You feel me? And then
Yeah,
who is going to sign? I mean, there's plenty of people he could sign
true.
who are talented enough to still do the ring work. But if he's going to be CO, was it CCO as well,
Chief
or just
Content Officer. Hmm.
yeah, if he has a final say on shit, then I don't know. He might rerun some shit that we probably don't need to see.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's gonna look like when Shannon Sharp left Undisputed.
Mm,
That's what I foresee, bro. The same way that Skip had his hand too much in the pot, trying to control everything and like run the show, and he was getting disrespectful out on the show, which is why Shannon
Hmm.
ultimately like it didn't work out at the end. Like they
mm,
told crazy thing is they told Shannon to go,
that's crazy,
which is
but
wild. Yeah, yeah. Shannon got fired. He didn't like choose to leave Fox Sports. So like that's what I'm saying that the only way I can see it is the way that Undisputed was this last year, where like Skip became like a side character on his own show. That's what will happen to Vince. Like if he starts a wrestling company, we know the certain shit he gonna do. He gonna be in control. Brock Lesnar probably gonna be his world champion because he right in that
yeah.
lawsuit with Son. And then it's gonna look like WWE 2017 to 2019 before AEW started.
Mm,
Now, what would be interesting is expiring contracts who have some sort of loyalty to Vince. Like, do they jump ship?
I think they do.
Because, like,
If the
for
yeah, if the,
like Becky, for example, she ain't under contract.
hmm
Vince made her a star, main event, first women's main event in WrestleMania history. She could be like, "Yo, I'm out. Fuck it, he about to give me 10 mil to go fuck
hmm
with." And then
does he can he
what
pay
does that
them?
do? Yeah,
I,
because he
I
got the bread. He sold his stock in WWE.
I think, as I said, I think they could probably make a solid. It's gonna be wild people who's not happy with the the run that they're getting in WWE,
Mhm.
even right now, even though WWE is a better product, there's still guys that's still not getting their just due or needs to get a proper push in certain categories and stuff like that. And they might
Mhm.
just be like, yo, they'll probably watch it to see how much he's signing people for, what deals he's getting, where they're going to be broadcast on, and if it look legit,
I mean, Baron
it's
Corbin
about the
just
paper
lost
for
his
them.
job, so he probably gonna jump ship.
Cool.
Baron
Yeah,
Corbin.
Baron Corbin just got released earlier this week.
That's crazy.
That's
I
dead
seen that.
crazy. Tegan Knox and who else? One other person also got released this week.
I mean, there's
Yes.
talent there. There's talent. It's just
It's talent.
it's gonna work out. But yeah,
The next story, last story, finally, after people been begging for probably like 4 years straight, SmackDown unveiled the women's mid card title, women's
about
US
damn
title.
time.
This nigga came with the LeBron.
Ab-
What y'all think
about
about this women's mid card title? Especially
about
like
damn
going to
time.
SmackDown first.
Yeah, about damn time. Is what we've said it on this pod plenty of times. Is what they need. They got too many talented women wrestlers who are not getting any push because it's only the women's tag team championship and then the main heavyweight title. So to have extra belt in there that people actually go after, I'm with it. I'm with it. I just hope that, with them adding this belt, that these writers do the right, like do a good job in creating interesting storylines around this belt.
Who would you give it to?
Off jump, on
Hmm.
SmackDown, I'm probably gonna either go like Naomi or nah, I think it's Naomi. What I don't want to happen though is Tiffany cashing her shit for that.
That's what's gonna happen.
I ain't gonna hold you. Don't even put that in the ether, bro. Like you speaking shit into existence. So I'm gonna erase that from the pod. That didn't happen
Delete.
because
Got you.
that was crazy.
I listen.
So
That's
yeah,
just.
yeah, no.
But yeah,
That's
Naomi
what's
She
is
gonna
my
clearly
happen.
not
my
gonna
number
cash it
one.
in there because she had. We gonna get to it, but she
Hmm.
not cashing it on there. But yeah, HB, what you think? You also with Naomi? Because I agree. If that's my choice for SmackDown. Like if they have a mid card belt, or if they have a
Damn,
mid card belt, I'm giving it to Naomi.
damn glasses keep getting foggy. But yeah, I think Nami would make a good candidate for it. With the belt coming in, it will give more structure that they've been lacking in the women's division, and it can easily help them to write. It can help them to give more storylines to the women, not just the tag team storyline and a world heavyweight storyline. But as I said, like I think that solves 70% of the problem. I think the other 30% of the problem is they need storylines outside of the belt.
Hmm.
And we're starting to get some of that now in the men's division, but they
Hmm.
need more storylines outside of the belt for the women as well. And I feel like that's what's going to develop their divisions a lot better. Can't just be just the belt or just the tag team. Now you got the middle mid card belt storylines for that, and now you need other shit. As I said,
You need
you got
rivalries.
rivalries. Charlotte
Hmm.
coming back. Naomi got Jimmy. Charlotte got Andrade. Like, come on, let's throw this. They did a little bit with Rhea and Dom, like, and Liv. Like, come on, that's what's making it fire. People want to see that kind of stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't do the relationship shit. I agree, right? But I wouldn't do the relationship shit again. Seeing that we just seen it and they dragged that shit out. They dragged it out too far.
Well, they messed
But
up
what I
with it.
would do is that now you have set up Rhea and Liv to be mortal enemies forever. So every
Hmm.
time Rhea's trying to get over and get to the top, Liv gonna fuck it up for her, or vice versa. Because now, like, Rhea got a reason to do that to Liv from now on. Like, Liv done screwed her over all this year, injured her, all that. So, boom, use that forever.
Hmm.
The same way that you do, like, like they did with Sammy and Kevin Owens for a real long time. Like use them long term feuds so that you can throw that on a pay per view like once a year or and bring it back, like add some energy into it.
Mm-hmm.
I would use some of those. Charlotte got she should have beef with everybody. Everybody done took a belt from her. So,
But
but yeah,
yeah.
nah. I fuck with it. I think it's dope that they got there. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that on Monday they announced that there's gonna be a women's intercontinental title
Mm-hmm.
for Raw. Now that would be way harder to select because I don't know. Yo, maybe.
Well, she just won the
Oh, the number
Battle
one contender.
Royale. Yeah, she's the number one contender for Bliss belt. So
Who you give it to? Jade, I guess. It can't be Bianca. It can't be
no,
Bianca.
I don't even think Jay deserves it, honestly. Um, you got like Kyrie Sane, maybe. You got what's that girl?
I think Oscar's coming back soon. Also,
Shayna Baszler. I'm sure you could probably throw her back in the mix. You can make just get some push behind her because again, I feel like she has it. Ever since Ronda left, that shit was
yeah,
just
I
dead.
feel like they ruined her though. Shayna
Mm-hmm.
Baszler. Like I remember before COVID, like it looked like she was gonna beat Becky at WrestleMania, and then
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened, and they like changed all the plans and shit. But I don't know. Like
Like
she
Zoe
has
Stark.
real, yeah, she had like real steam, and now she just kind of. Zoe Stark might be a better choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think they ruined some of them people, like Chanel was saying about like they ain't had no other storylines, cause so you just doing bullshit on the side, and now
Right.
we don't care. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe, or maybe the belt helps us care about them. But yeah, I think I'm probably past Shayna Baszler. She might have like missed her window to be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they
All
want to
right,
lock in the
cool.
crown jewel.
Yeah. Let's jump into Crown Jewel. And yeah, let's go right to it. They started off with bloodline match between Roman Reigns and the Usos versus the New Bloodline and Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu and was it Tama Tonga? Yeah, and Tama Tonga. Um, I thought that match was good. I mean, it was good. Honestly, at this point, seeing Roman wrestle is better now because it's not. Even though he wasn't wrestling as much when he was the heel and he was the champion, he was doing like every other show or some shit like that. But I just feel like now the aura behind, the possibility of everyone like the OG bloodline coming back, is exciting. I mean, I was interested in this match.
That was what I think the Bloodline 2.0 needed, and I think Chanel has said that in the last episode that they needed to win to establish them. Like if they lost, then who cares about Survivor Series? Because then they ain't never beat nobody
hmm
because they had lost at Bad Blood, which I don't think they should have lost that either. So they should have been winning until they get to Survivor Series. But yeah, they lost the match. It was a good match. I ain't go. My real question is, what's Tonga Loa good for?
I feel
That's
like he
crazy.
about to get. No, honestly, I feel like he about to
Just
get
keeping it stacked.
dropped. He probably gonna get dropped though because he hasn't. He doesn't. Since he joined, he's been fucking up or just not wrestling like that. So. mm.
I think they doing something in the background and nobody paying attention. But Tonga Loa got Jacob's tag team title undeservingly, and I think all this "I love you" solo shit is gonna come back to bite Solo in the end.
hmm
I don't trust Jacob going to the going to Survivors. I have a feeling Jacob's about to end up on the OG Bloodline and not in Bloodline 2.0.
Mm. Okay.
I wouldn't want that. I mean,
It
no, I
depends.
wouldn't want that.
It depends on how. Like, if The Rock ends up being a part of this somehow, I'm cool with it.
I think Jacob. How can I say this? Let me get my thoughts together. I feel like Jacob on Bloodline Wolfpack with the Rock and them.
Gotta coin that. That's
would
the best
be
one.
would be better because it kind of creates like this ultimate dream team. You got The Rock, you got Jacob, like two dominating powerhouse forces. Solo's a powerhouse himself. Like I feel like that paints the picture. So if OG Bloodline beats them, it's like, oh, it's like basically the Cavs beating Golden State. You get what I'm saying? Like it creates
Mhm.
that picture. If Jacob screws Solo over before that happens, I feel like it's gonna stunt Jacob's growth because he's gonna be under Roman and them. I think he needs to create his own path. So it would be much rather if they do lose, talking about Wolfpack bloodline, if they lose and then he gets tight and kicks Solo head off and then go about his business and go on a singles run, that would be a lot better than teaming up with Roman. So
So
I mean,
I'm not saying that he's gonna. I'm saying that I have a feeling that he's gonna turn on Solo. I don't know if it's gonna happen at Survivor
mm,
Series or if it's gonna happen after. It could happen
mm,
right after the match. It could happen during the match and not cost them the match.
mm,
They could still win the match because of
Mhm.
Jacob. But Jacob could be like, "Yeah, I'm out. Like, y'all niggas is weak."
mm,
Mhm.
gotcha.
But
Right.
But
like, remember when Jay was like, "And why you with son?" Like, basically,
Mhm.
like, our father told us not to fuck with him. You know why we don't fuck with him. And if he keep looking at me, I mean,
I'll beat your
you
ass.
see him. I feel like they were setting the table for the betrayal. And again, the only thing outside of the promo he just gave, the only thing he says is "I love you, Solo."
Mhm.
first of
Yeah.
all, my man Jacob sound like his promos is real, son. We need to get him to do some more
You know
promo work.
he a real like you know when you be like, "Oh, Jimmy and Jay, they niggas and shit." He's actually a nigga.
Clearly,
That one is not a joke.
no debating,
Yeah.
no debating.
Mhm.
No, I got chills hearing him. I'm like, the uncle or something. Like, why he sound like that? Why my man sound like that? Like, nah, my man is a triple OG for real. He's
Mhm.
certified in the streets. Roman got
No,
chill.
actually, no, he's actually certified in the streets. Like not that's not a joke. He done did real
I'm
Yeah.
time and shit.
listen. I mean, I feel like with the storyline where it's going, I feel like Roman is. I don't know. I don't like. I'm not a big fan of face Roman.
Okay.
I'm
Big
not.
surprise. You've been saying that.
Oh, so fuck it. Say it again. I'm not a big fan of face Roman. Like I just, he's painted out as the sauce that he had as a heel is not the same. And I feel like I know it wasn't going to be the same, but I was hoping that he kept a little bit of that lore, and he hasn't. And it's just like, and I'm
I ain't
not
gonna
talking
hold
about him
you.
getting his ass whooped. It just he don't have that
Yeah.
same
I feel like
aura,
you in the
and
minority on this
I probably am.
because the crowd is reacting the way they want the crowd to react for him.
Yeah.
Well, he
So like
deserves
you
it.
may not fuck with it,
Yeah.
right? And I there's definitely storylines I ain't fuck with certain people being the face or heel at times, but like the crowd was fucking with it.
Mhm.
Like I'll give like Seth when he first cashing the money in the bank and all that, and I was not fucking with it. I'm like, yo, how's he a heel? Like I just don't see it. And it got like months down the road, I'm like, shit, he actually kind of good at this. So like it took me a minute to come around. Same with like Romans, babyface. I never came around.
Mhm.
No matter what they did, even the cancer shit, I was like, yo, feel bad for you. Still not cheering for you though.
Is that real life? I mean, it's like I feel bad for
I'm
you.
just I'm just saying, I feel bad for you, but I'm not gonna cheer for you
Mm-hmm.
now just because you have cancer.
Mm.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I think you are entitled to your opinion to not fuck with babyface Roman, but
Mhm.
that shit working.
I mean, listen, he's been going hard for this shit, and he deserves it. I'm not saying he don't. I'm just saying like from where he went to where he got to that apex. Like I feel like this character, he's not really talking much. He's saying one or two words, doing gestures and shit like that, and I feel like that's taking away from, you know, that's taken away from it. You got to find a way to get back to that dynamic promo work he was doing before, still maintain your face capabilities. He's coming on, he's doing one-liners, he's doing 3 words, 4 words. Fuck it. I ain't want to go there. Let's get into the storyline. Are we going into that a little bit?
I mean, we
Yeah, we can get
could.
the strong. You know what I was gonna say though? When he was a babyface, his promos is trash. So I think that's the reason why he's not talking that much.
The shit trash now.
I wouldn't say it's trash. I wouldn't say it's trash. He was doing the same shit he was doing before. I just
You,
think that I just think that well, the Heat shit again. He's just trying to play into the how big Jay has become. So I get that, but I feel like honestly with Roman, I feel like especially this past week. Um, I know we're talking Crown Jewel, but this past week
yeah, let's
he
go
showed
into
glimpses of old Roman, I guess, when he was like, "Nah, fuck out of here!" Like, nah, like, what you talking about? You want me to apologize to you, or
it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck out of here? I'm not doing that shit. I think he still has it. It's just that it's not going to be an every week thing. Like because he can't. He still has to go over with the fans. He still got to still sell this face Roman. So I think they're still, if anything, they're still trying to figure out or iron out the tweaks to get that perfect like balance for Roman. But
Do
I
you,
mean, I'm still cool with um how face Roman is so far.
Do
As
y'all
long as
think
he
this
consistently,
storyline is figured out though? I don't feel like this is figured out.
no, no, I think they're
Like they,
going,
yeah,
yeah,
what they like 3 weeks away? I don't think they have any idea what the fuck they about to do on the 30th.
no,
I think they literally are trying to make it up right now.
and I think that's either a testament to how much freedom like Triple H is giving Roman, or and it's I feel like Paul is still behind there creating um of how much freedom he's giving Paul and Roman and all of them to kind of figure out or come up with something. Um, but I also feel like you got to have something solid. I mean, granted, I don't feel like they came up with anything that was a dud so far. Um, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, let's talk about what happened past Monday when he had that moment right after talking to Sammy. How he was coming at Jay and Jay like, "Yo, you gonna stop talking to me like that?"
Hmm.
I kind of like that. I like that he's establishing the boundaries. Like, watch how you speak to me. I'm not your lackey.
Hmm.
One, I might steal you. Keep talking to me crazy. I really might steal you, or I'm out this. Like, I don't really need to be a part of this. I'm already the man back at my brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then Jimmy with Roman, but he checking him too. Like, yo, what's good with you? Like,
Hmm.
what you on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's kind of checking him. Sammy checked him. Jimmy checked him. Jay
It's a
checked him.
team. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a team. It's no
So,
longer like
mhm.
Dictatorship.
they are part of his band. Like
Hmm.
everybody standing on their own, which is dope.
Yeah, I like how they built that in for sure. I'm like, all right. Um, they're gonna need 5 people, right?
So this is the thing, right? They've done war games with four, and they've done war games with five. It seemed like at one point, all the rumors are saying it's gonna be 4-on-4. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sammy gonna get added, boom, Sammy got added, and now all the rumors are saying that Cody is gonna be added to OG Bloodline.
I saw that.
Which I'm like,
Why?
I'm
I'm
not with
great.
that. I don't like. I don't
I'm
like
good
that.
on that. But that's more than
Why?
likely what's gonna happen. That's the
Why?
money.
Why are you good on that?
I'm good. He like at this point, right? Cody has two intriguing storylines he
Which
could
is,
jump into: Kevin Owens and Randy, because Randy clearly looks like he wants the belt. He wants to return on his favor that he did before. So he wants his shit. Kevin Owens wants his shit. That Kevin Owens shit is crazy. It's explosive. He got to he
Hmm.
got to iron that out. There's no reason to put Cody in this match.
if The Rock shows up, there's every reason.
I don't think The Rock is gonna be their fifth. To be honest with you,
I don't think so either.
I think Hikuleo was gonna be their fifth,
Hmm.
or Zilla is gonna be their fifth, or Lance. I don't know why one. Anybody else in their family is gonna be the fifth. It's not gonna be The Rock. The Rock may come out like he did at Bad Blood. He may cost them the match, but I don't think he's gonna be. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be they fit. He might even help, and I say help meaning like he comes out, but he doesn't actually do anything physical. But it might
Distracting.
cost he might cost the Wolfpack the match. That's what we calling them from now on. They the Wolf. I fuck with that because
Yeah.
Jacob wear the shirt and all. He might cost the Wolfpack the match, even though he's there for them, and make Roman and them think like, oh, we still cool, and then like come out the next week and dead rock bottom everybody.
I don't think so. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Because
That would make
he
the
would have.
whole bad blood shit useless, like pointless or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It would make it pointless. Like, so why did you come out doing some finger shit, pointing at me like I'm soft type shit, just to come out and help me? That doesn't make
No, I
sense.
didn't say he's gonna. I didn't say he's gonna help him. I said he's gonna come out, and it will
I know.
distract the other team. Boom, they get the win, and now they thinking like, all right, that was weird. You know, he came out bad blood. He wasn't fucking with me. Came out this shit. We got the win. Boom, and then that sets them up to have a conversation.
I think even for the storyline, that would I feel like that would throw it off. If he comes out and throws off OG Bloodline to a certain kind of way, but they still pull it off, would go a lot further. Because then, like, because it's like, all right, son, like, why would you team up with Son over here? Because this is why I say Cody Rhodes. Why it would make sense? Cody Rhodes is in it. It's like, yo, why are you teaming up with Homeboy that I basically try to help you take out? This is your second time doing it. You know what I'm saying? You teaming up. You beat our family. Now I'm gonna beat your ass, and I have every reason to do it because you already basically you turned against what we was trying to do.
He
Type
already
shit.
got every reason. He spared that nigga.
Hold on to that
That's
spirit.
gonna be a callback for sure
It's definitely
because
gonna be a
he
callback.
oversold the shit out of
He spared. He
that.
spared that nigga.
You know when you hit your little brother too hard, you look close too hard, and they put sauce on it.
Yeah, you like, yo, why you crying like that? Smack the shit out you. Stop. Now I'm about to really hit you.
Yeah, if I can't breathe now, fuck out of here. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think I it would if Rock comes out, I see why it would make sense to have Roman there because they still have beef. That's another intriguing storyline
You mean
right there.
Cody?
Cody and The Rock, they have major issues.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mm.
I could see why it would make sense. It would set up a whole different dynamic, in my opinion. But go ahead.
It makes sense for the story, but I'm saying I'm good on Cody as a
Mm,
part of this storyline. He got other shit he need to be worried about. If he is in that shit, I hope KO helps Wolfpack, which would
that's
be
another.
crazy.
That would be
That would be
OD,
crazy.
and that would be another dynamic. I'm like, okay, they could always go that route.
Hmm.
They could always go that
That'd be
route.
dope. That'd be dope. Honestly, if KO did that, because again, not to jump too far ahead, but yeah, especially what he did recently, kind of taking somebody off, taking them out, like out of the
We're not
picture for a
talking
little
about that.
bit. Okay,
Yeah, I
all right.
mean, yeah, why not? Like
I
we
fuck it.
here, right?
Cut the
I
lights on.
figured. Well, that's the thing. I figured. Hold on, I'm a.
Oh, you
This
want
is
to get through
a
Crown Jewel
question.
first?
I thought we were gonna do Crown Jewel, then go to that.
Let's just get through Crown Jewel real quick. 'Cause that was like the biggest match of this shit, right?
Right,
Was the bloodline
essentially.
shit.
Yeah, it was the first one to go, and then next was the fatal four-way tag team match for the
Oh,
belts.
I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was fire.
It was actually.
That
I
tag team match
mean,
was fire.
it was fire.
Shout to Lash. Stole the
Yes,
show.
yes, absolutely. Um, it shouts to them, but of course Bianca and Jade won that one again. Still, I mean, whenever I feel when you got a match with you know, like you said, Lash and Chikara, or yeah, Chikara, and Damage Control, especially with Kairi Sane and Io Sky, like they gonna pull it off. They gonna give you some spots, especially that insane elbow.
Best
to the
old drop in the
outside was
world.
fire. Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah,
Can
that
I
was
just
cool.
say
Yeah.
that might have been the most well-rounded, like fatal four-way tag match I've seen in a real long time. Everybody
Hmm.
got their shit off.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green got beat up. She did a dive. She had a couple of moments. Piper Niven looked dumb strong. La-
Hmm.
Lash was literally. I think I said this shit to. I don't know if I said it to Trey or if I said it to HB recently. Lash looks like what Jade is supposed to be.
Mm.
Like her energy in there, that's what Jade. That's what Jade is supposed to be giving.
Hmm.
Lash did not look like no rookie or no person who was like deer in the headlights. She looked like she was ready to go, and she was them power spots was booming.
Hmm.
She threw her own partner on top of everybody, crazy shit. And then of course damage control. You know they dumb nice,
Yeah.
high flying. They everybody got their shit off. Bianca had her shit. Lash did a kip up. She like twice J size doing a kip up,
Yeah.
and she ain't got no abs doing that
Right.
shit. So all that ab shit, get out of here.
What the fuck?
I don't want. I
Like,
don't want to hear
Just
nothing.
saying.
Oh, but yeah. All right.
no,
How you know anything on that match?
no, I think it was awesome. I think for the adversity that they're facing of being women in a different culture and having to actually adhere to their cultural practices and change up their entire outfits, change up how they speak, change up how they was doing, how they essentially change themselves for the couple days that they're there and perform like that. I think they put on. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
if you hear the crowd is like, "Oh shit!" The crowd is "Oh shit!" So it's like I think that opened up the floodgates. So if these shows continue, which it will, of course, but when these shows continue, they won't be opposed to seeing women's spots and stuff like that because they really put on in the spots that they had. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd was
Hmm.
probably one of the hypest of that moment. Like if you
Mhm.
really listen to like the reactions they were getting, it was like, oh, it's almost top two,
Yeah,
top three of the night.
yeah, and that was coming off of the bloodline match too. So like they had
Hmm.
just seen basically like they had just blown their wad, and then
Hmm.
boom, came in there another crazy ass match. Yeah, I think you
Hmm.
just made a good point that like, and I didn't even think about it, bro. I forgot that they was someplace they had to cover up. That's how good the
Hmm.
match was. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
notice all the outfits
Yeah,
was like long sleeve, long leg, all that.
like I knew they was there, and I knew they had to cover up, but they wrestled so well. Like everyone, all eight, they all wrestled so well that I forgot that they was there.
Hmm.
That's how you know they killed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they did
Absolutely.
their thing, man. They did their thing. I mean, I hope to see more of that. I think Lash is a star in the making. I think she started trick, trick
Yeah.
joint, trick
I'm
Willie,
saying, but what do we do? Like, if Lash is a star, right? The fuck do we do with Jade?
I that's the thing. I think y'all worried about Jade too much. I think Jade will come along. All right, she's in the tag team. She's in the tag team era right now, in the tag
Hmm.
team league division. I think right now what they need to do is continue to focus on developing her, building her up, and then when it's time for her to give up that championship, what's y'all gonna do next? Like, what's the next spot for her? And I think that's what they need to start thinking right now. You know what I'm saying? I think she's gonna be okay. And I think with her and Bianca wrestling a lot, I think this is a perfect chance for maybe 2 or 3 months down the line when they have to give up those belts, what you do with the both of them. I think Bianca needs a heel run
That'd be great.
because I think her character, we getting tired of her character. Um,
Hmm.
She too happy.
way too happy. That happy shit is whack. I'm not saying you
Like
gotta be
Bianca,
sad, but
you black. Trump president again. Tap in.
Hmm.
Tap the fuck in.
you see how Montez moving.
Facts.
Hmm.
Trump won. He said, "Hold on, I'm ready."
So
Facts. Facts.
yeah, so I think that would be the perfect spot for Jade if they focus on okay, what's the next spot for her after these belts? And
Mm.
maybe that's why they're tagging them because it'll make the storyline better when one of them
Yeah,
turn on each other. So I
yeah.
think, yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
think we see that, right? I think Trey been talking about that. Like this
Yeah.
is like the way to prepare her for that move. I'm just saying that we've been waiting for Jade to pop off the page the way that Lash did in that match.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you already have somebody that could do those exact same things. So what do you like? Do you put them? Do we put Lash on the back burner until Jay gets ready, and then like, do we continue? You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Lash skipped the line now, and
Mm-hmm.
rightfully so.
I
Right.
don't think
The
she skipped
talent
the
is
line.
there.
The talent is there. I don't think she skipped the line. She came up with her partner. They're gonna
No, I'm
have
not
a
saying that like she did it on. I'm saying that like my eyes are saying that
yeah,
Lash ahead of Jade now in my
yeah.
brain, like from the eye
Okay.
test. So
Okay.
because of that, it's going to be hard for me to say that when Jade starts to get these opportunities, and we know she will. It's going to be hard for me to say that she deserves it when I just seen somebody else do what she do better with less experience.
Well, we're talking about in ring performance. Okay, cool. But if you're talking about holding the belts and stuff, we have to. They both have to have the talent to sell stories and stuff like that, act in these storylines as well to keep the belt. So when you're saying that, I hear you. Like you hear me saying Lash Legend is a star in the making. I feel like she's in a perfect spot because now she's gonna have a little tag team run. They both can continue to develop, and then maybe meet down the line. Who knows? Maybe a triple threat match, or maybe her Bianca and Jay handle their business, and then the winner of that go against Lash Legend. That's going to be a powerhouse type high flying match for either one of them. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I already see where it can go. It's just that now we need the writers to put the pen to the paper and actually make it make sense and draw us in. Because you have it, to me, Lash Legend is up there. She's probably like to me the women's Drew McIntyre in that space where she's stupid, dumb, nice. She could do almost everything. You can't deny her talent, and you possibly we don't know how she is, but it looks like you could possibly plug her anywhere, whether she be chasing or holding. Like you could plug her
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, and she could make it work.
She was selling better than Jade. Not
Mm-hmm.
was she just getting off the power moves, but she was selling too, and she big as hell. And I was just like, this is what we
Hmm.
wanted this other person to be. Like, hopefully they find. I just don't hope. I hope that she doesn't get held in like a pattern where she's kind of off to the side, or if they do break up their tag team down the road, eventually she's gonna have to be a single star. If they break up her tag team down the road, I hope she doesn't have to wait in line for so long that like we over it by the time. Like I just said about Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler
She,
was a star in the making, and they
I think
ruined
that's
that.
different though. I think Lash Legend has a different quality about her, where you kind of want to see her. Like Shayna Baszler, you know she can go. She has this aggressive MMA Rowdy Piper kind of thing that Ronda Rousey had going. Lash Legend is kind of different. She got something else that you like. Nah, this is fire. Like I want to see it. I want to see where it goes. The good thing is they have multiple belts now.
On
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown, we don't know. She
You
on
know
Raw.
Raw is
I
gonna
hope,
get it. You know that. It
Yeah.
would
I
be
hope
dumb
so.
to have a SmackDown mid card belt and not have a Raw one. Like it's
It'd
gonna
be dumb
happen.
to
We
cut
don't
a
know
show
when.
down from 3 hours to two just because you ain't get the bidding war. Be
I
dumb to do
mean,
that.
in a month and a half, they about to be in Netflix, and you know how that's gonna pop off. So it's like, so I mean, I'm not too worried because I feel like they're gonna have multiple belts. It's gonna have the woman top belt. They're gonna have the mid card belt. They're gonna have the tag
Mhm.
team belt. And I feel like whether she has her tag team run and then go straight to world title or tag team run to mid card, I feel like we all know she's going to the singles route. There's no way she
Mhm.
doesn't go singles route. Without to kill this whole long point, I feel like they have multiple belts where she will be able to contend, where they will have to put her into one of these title scenes. Probably sooner than we thought. That's all.
But my take is that I don't think the NXT is done with her. with Last Legend. I think
Also, yeah.
I feel like with all of that, I don't think NXT is done. I think she still has a lot of opportunity still in NXT with possibly becoming the NXT Women's Champion and all of that. So she still has some time in NXT. So to Drew's point, we're saying like I don't know what you're gonna do about Jade. Them kind of going on not say a parallel path, but you have Lash doing what she's doing in NXT while Jade is still doing what she's doing on the main roster. And at some point in time, whenever they do eventually break up Jade and Bianca, then I feel like that would probably be the best time to like bring Lash over to the main roster. So that way, again, with the introduction, like you said, with these mid card titles, and obviously they're gonna have a women's intercontinental championship or some a Raw mid card title.
Mhm.
So like Chanel said, there's titles there for her to go after. There's accolades there that she can reach, but I just think that right now it was cool. They had her on main roster on the weekly shows, brought her over to Saudi to do that big Crown Jewel show. Like they're just saying, okay, you can do that, but just know you still have some work in NXT that you can still, just sharpen your skills or just increase your popularity. I mean, Roxanne Perez is killing it as a women's champ. So, and she's probably on her way onto the main roster soon. So you need somebody to fill in that, and why not Lash?
I mean,
That's my take on that.
the women's roster in NXT is stacked. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia,
Hmm.
Roxanne, like they stacked. What's Lola Vice?
Hmm.
What's shorty name?
Jada
Jada.
Parker,
Yeah,
Miss Parker, Miss
they
Parker.
should pack
Trey.
packed. So that's what he had to sip on that. Like that shit is two pack. So that's why I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that she could go back to NXT because she hasn't held the women's world title, and she clearly she got the goods to do it. But they can move it to the main roster. If she goes to the main roster and her and Jade is on the main roster at the same time from now through sometime next year, I just don't. I start questioning whether Jade is the one. It's like
Mm,
when you got your starting quarterback. But then you
hmm.
draft somebody in the first round, and then you seeing them in practice, like, oh shit, this nigga kind of nice, damn.
We
And
got we
every
got
year, every
we
year
got
you like, damn, I might
I was about to say he had you with
start pushing
all those
Aaron
sports
Rodgers out,
references.
start pushing them out.
Well, we got you with the other sports references, bro. That's
nah
what you
nah
saying.
nah nah nah. I was about to say y'all got chill with the J slander.
And or
It's not Jay
zero
Sl- It's
zero
not
J's
even.
under, bro.
Yeah, look, I fuck with Jay, but bro, she popped out like she when the match was over, everyone was like, damn, Lash is dumb nice.
Mm,
I think it's gonna be a lot of that too with the NXT talent. The NXT talent is moving like top tier. It's wild talent on NXT, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's popular, but it's not as popular as it maybe should be. So
Yeah,
when
because
some of
everybody
these
don't got.
folks,
We only got so many hours in a week, right?
yeah,
Nigga, I can't watch Raw, SmackDown, PLE, and NXT. Like that's crazy.
that's wild wrestling.
Yeah,
Too much. But
that's
the
too
thing about
much.
it's too much wrestling.
That's too much.
But the thing about it is like you're gonna have a lot of those moments when these guys pull up, these women and ladies and gentlemen pull up, and they are getting fair spots in these matches. And I'm like, oh shit! Like look at Mello. Mello looked. I think I talked about it first. Mello looked a little slow, and then he got matched. We just didn't realize it was
Oh,
the booking. He
Andrade.
got he
Hmm.
got matched with Andrade, and they going like. And they're
Mhm.
like, nah, it's nice. So it's like I feel like you're gonna have like the last legends when Trick comes up,
Hmm.
when what's his name, Javon or Javion? What's his name? Um,
Oh, I know you're talking about the skinny dude.
Young OG, that's what they
Yeah,
call him. When he
yeah,
pull up, like you're gonna have to match them right because these guys can go. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, so I think you're gonna have these moments. So as Trey said, is like she might still have work to do in NXT. or she might mess around and take the tag team titles. I feel like they're going to keep her in those spaces just for a little bit to get Jade off, solidify her, and then boom, she's going to be right in the picture. I don't see her not being in the picture in a few
I
months.
think, yeah, I agree. I think even if she goes back to NXT, right, she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
Hmm.
She's
Absolutely.
gonna be in the Royal. Like we could stamp that right now. She's gonna be in the Royal Rumble, and she's gonna play a major part in somebody's story to cost them their opportunity to be the person that wins the Royal Rumble. So it could
Hmm.
be a returning Becky and then Lash like big boo her out the ring. Somebody she gonna play a part, and clearly she'll have an interaction with either Jade or Bianca too in that match if she in the Royal Rumble.
I see a triple threat, but y'all think I'm blind. I see a whole triple threat
I think
coming.
that's down. I think that's way down the road. Triple threat between the three of them.
Yeah, yeah, still build her up. I feel like a bit more to just throw into a triple threat. But
I
yeah.
know
All
Chanel
right.
was mad about this next match.
Oh, the Seth
Seth
Rollins,
and Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I told you,
I don't get it. I don't get. I,
but
I don't get it.
I did tell you that was gonna happen.
You did. I feel like Steph is one of those folks that can take an L or two and be all right because the way how y'all been booking him for years. As I said, Seth never really, and this is why you see I don't like. I was hating before because I'm like, yo, like he's never really had bad matches. They always sell him strong. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It was only the one time he got squashed by Brock, and he came back and hit him with like
He got
20
squashed by
curb
he got
stop.
squashed by him more than once.
He came back each time he came back. He hit him with all kinds of curb stomps from this level to that level, all kinds of shit. Nigga put his whole head through the ring, and he looked super strong doing it. He squashed Brock one time. Like, so this is the thing I'm saying. Like he could take a L or two. I think Brunson Reed is one of those guys that he could have took that W and then y'all put him in a different place where
Hmm.
he kind of seems unbeatable. We don't have that no more. You don't have like that big unbeatable presence like how the Undertaker gave, how Big Show gave, like Kane. Especially Kane was wild. Like Kane, like somebody in that. Yeah, y'all took it from Braun. Brunson Reed could have had that. You know what I'm saying?
But they took
And
it from Braun because they let Roman keep beating him. Every time Braun Strowman beat everyone, he'd go up against Roman and he'd lose to Roman, and that's how they kept him at bay. I had a feeling that this Bronson Reed shit was a placeholder because Seth needed time before he came back. So I had a feeling that it wasn't going to turn into a push for him all the way just because of all the storylines that are being built. Like clearly Seth and CM Punk will be doing something around WrestleMania time, whether it's for a belt or like a huge match. McIntyre gonna come back at some point. He clearly gonna feud with somebody and have a great. It didn't. I didn't see where he fit into the picture long term.
I,
I'm not saying that he should have.
yeah,
The Steph should have won. I'm saying that when I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
about it, I just didn't see it. I think that Bronson Reed should have won. I think they should been building him for a longer term thing. But like money wise, I'm gonna get more out of CM Punk and Seth than I'm gonna get out of CM Punk and Bronson Reed or Bronson Reed and Drew or you see what I'm saying? So I
I
think
would
that's
have
why
get.
it happened.
I would have gave him the W because they was in the multiverse. They in Crown Jewel.
Oh, I agree. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
Trey. Did you? I think you probably also wanted Bronson Reed to win.
Yeah, I feel like Bronson should have won. Again, to Sean's point,
Seven don't
he
need it.
don't he don't really need that need to get over for that. And I'm trying to think, well, let me try to step out of it and think storyline wise, what does that do for the story? Because it's clear again, they're not done with their story.
Hmm.
So like I guess in hindsight, trying to figure out if this was like what does it do for the overall story that they're trying to tell between the two? Um, I mean, like this is their what first? This is their first match
This is their
against each
first
other one
match.
on one.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna do three or Probably cut it short or whatever, or have that shit leak into what's the next one after War Games, like the
There's
Saturday night.
the Saturday night main event, and then there is Royal Rumble. So there's only two PLEs coming up after Survivor Series.
Right. So it could probably go as far as mm, Rumble will probably be the last one of them. Because again, Seth don't need to be in the Royal Rumble. I think
Bro, he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. We
then
could we
eh,
could we could stamp that
then they gotta wrap it up at the Saturday
main
night
event.
main events then. But yeah, I feel like the match was good. I mean, but again, it was once I saw how it was going, I was like, yeah, Seth was gonna win this one. Um, so yeah, I feel like Bronson should have won though, because again,
Hmm.
he continues he needs still needs that push. He still needs to be pushed. But shout out to Seth wrestling in Space Jams though. I thought that was kind of
Yeah,
fire.
that was insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wrestling in Space
shoe
Jams is crazy.
wise, yeah, shoe wise, I give it to Seth. I think like they caught in a strange place with some of the storylines. I think that Bronson Reed should have attacked somebody else. I think that Seth is not a bad person to attack because it's a good rub in terms of making him more of a star.
Mhm.
But at least have him attack somebody that you could build out the story long term. This looked like a story for like a couple of months and not a story for like 6 months. Because I didn't know where the CM Punk and Drew shit was going either until Drew started going crazy on Twitter. Then I was like, all right, I'm interested. And then it just kept spiraling throughout the year. And by the time we got to Bad Blood, then it all like it was a crescendo, boom, and they killed it.
You could have even ended in a way where it's a no DQ. I mean, it was a DQ or something like
No
that.
contest.
No contest. Neither one of them had to take the pin. Like even if you was just using it, he clearly became started to become somewhat of a fan favorite and needed to be pushed in that trajectory. So whether you ended in a DQ or a no contest where they both didn't take the L, it would have been fine too if you don't want Seth to take the L. I just felt like Seth really don't need that win if he's beefing with if he's going to beef with CM Punk and them. He really don't. He doesn't need a W. If you don't want to sell him in a bad way, don't have him take the L.
Hmm.
Just do a DQ or you could have had Homeboy go up there to go tsunami. I forgot his finisher, but tsunami.
Yeah, the tsunami.
The tsunami, and he land on the ref or some shit. Like shit over. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like something like you could have did some shit where he just because he needs that, and I think he was in a good place. And I keep trying to tell you, we used to have these discussions like, yo, sometimes I'm tired of seeing Seth. I think Seth did his thing in the part that he played in the bloodline. That I
Hmm.
give him all the respect. He earned my respect after that. I think he was a
I thought the Drew match was good too at WrestleMania. I thought that was a good match.
oh hell yeah. I'm just saying like he was an integral part into that storyline where
Mm.
it took it to the next level with all the moving pieces and stuff like that. So he got my respect. But like sometimes I don't want to see Seth. I want to see somebody in a different role. I want to see other people being pushed. And Seth is one of those guys that can open up the doors and let other people get pushed. We know when it's time he can always be injected into a fire storyline, do what he needs to do, and get back to the top. He already has that solidified. It's time for us to get more new heads into the picture.
Mm.
That's all I'm
I think
saying.
it's the age thing too, though. Like Seth, I think Seth is a year older than me, so Seth like 38, Cody about 38. I think because some of them dudes is all around like they're in like younger wrestler, established wrestler age. That's why they getting pushed the way they getting pushed too. Like Roman a little older than them. He's like 3, 4 years older than them. So like for him, he's getting closer to the end while they feel like they just getting into the to their prime. So it seems
Hmm.
like that they gonna keep pushing him in that like clearly CM Punk is past he passed the prime. He's doing his thing. He passed the prime. But I agree, he probably should have lost the match. He should have kept losing up until Royal Rumble. And I actually think Seth should have won Royal Rumble, and somehow CM Punk should have gotten the world title in that time, so that Punk could go and have his WrestleMania main event under the contract, so that they can get that done. That Punk don't care.
Okay.
I don't think he cares about winning at WrestleMania. I think he cares about the respect of being the last
Mm.
to go on.
Right. Okay.
And then Seth could win. Boom. There's a ton of people on Raw that could beat Seth and take the belt.
Yeah. You're right.
But I think he should have kept losing, not just lose to Bronson
Mm.
Reed, but like keep on losing. And then be
Mm-hmm.
a real underdog at Royal Rumble, someone that we actually would cheer for to win and be like flip the narrative on him. Now nobody's going to want him to win
Mm.
because
That's
he just
true.
buried Bronson Reed.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
So
Like
yeah,
I mean,
where does
they
that
still have
leave,
time to
bro?
fix it though.
they do. They do have time. And maybe he loses that main event. Maybe he gets squashed at Saturday night main event. For all we know. Maybe he gets or at Survivor. They might wrestle at
Yeah,
Survivor Series.
that's
Because
true.
it seems like the shit not over, so
Yeah, it's definitely based on what happened on Monday. It's just not.
I ain't gonna lie, this
Excuse me.
next match got me tight. That shit.
Yeah. So the next one here was Liv Morgan and Nia Jax for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Um, I mean, honestly, the only thing I really liked about this match was Tiffany's fake
Gotcha.
or
Mm.
attempted cash in. That's the only thing. I actually even before even just going into the match, that was the only thing I was looking forward to was to seeing if she was going to finally cash in and who she was going to cash in on. But of course, they hit us with a pump fake yet again. With the cash in. Again, just give me a failed one because that's what I need. I just need a failed cash in, but whatever. Um, yeah, uh, Raquel Rodriguez, kind of fucked that up for the cash in, and then Liv won, which is wild because hearing Liv Morgan beat Nia Jackson in a match is crazy. But
His face.
yeah, that's where we at. That's the decision that they made. So
I
yeah,
guess they're
that's how I
trying to
feel
make
about it.
Liv Morgan seem strong. Like, and they're trying to.
Nia Jackson. Oh my bad.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Bro, this
No,
this
no.
shit, this live shit getting out of control. Cause she
What's
really
the?
not like that. Keep it a stack. She not. She not top five. She might not even be top 10 in WWE Women's Division. Like to be quite honest. And
I'm
we
gonna
like we
beat your
dragging
ass.
it now. Don pussy. I'll smack the shit out of Don. Tell him to come see me. Smack the mullet off his ass.
Oh
Um,
wow! Oh
yeah.
wow!
And he not in my weight class either. So it's not even fair. Um, yeah, Liv not it. And what's crazy is, as much as I love this storyline. I love this storyline when it started. Outside of this storyline, she fucking boring. She's great value, Alexa Bliss.
Mm,
She lucky as hell Alexa Bliss had a baby. Because if not, Alexa Bliss would be in the same spot and she would have been killing this shit.
Damn. She had a baby.
Yeah, she had a baby.
yeah.
She married too, bro.
Oh,
So
I know what
you
I'm
see what I'm
naming this
saying?
episode. Damn.
Yeah, 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 facts. I'm just saying, like, look, she not better. She just beat Rhea twice. She a help, cool. But even that we get tired of that. Because we got
Hmm.
tired of Roman cheating. Be like, yo, you could win on your own. Why you cheating? She beat Rhea twice. She just beat Nia Jax. Then she beat somebody else recently. She barely defended the belt too since she won it.
Put some respect on her name, man.
Nah, hell
Start
no. She
start
need
talking
to.
about
She
her
need to
crazy.
earn some respect. She needs to earn some respect. She didn't have the. She didn't have women's titles on both shows and was trashed both times.
Mm.
Is it the storyline too, though?
No, you know what? It's not even a storyline no more because I do like Raquel Rodriguez. I like that they added her to the story. But bro, she boring. She boring. You take away Dom and Raquel. What's great about her? She's great value, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss can wrestle better than her, talk better than her, Mike. all that, she more interesting. So
Hmm.
she's benefiting from people being away. You know, Becky, Charlotte, Alexa, she's benefiting from them being away. She's benefiting from now Rhea is away. They're pushing her crazy. She won this first fucking Super Bowl ring, low bullshit. Come on, this shit is crazy. I know y'all
Super
trying
Bowl.
to set up the Nia shit and Tiffany. I know we trying to do that, but this is trash. Like, like Simon Miller be talking about ups and downs. I'm gonna give that shit a down. Like, there's
Mm.
no way that Liv should be beating Nia Jax.
Yeah, I'm sorry. In no type of match. Zero. That's just one thing that's not happening.
Yeah, I hate it, man. That shit crazy. I ain't never thought I seen a day that
Bro, she better
it's
than
hate
Naomi.
on RNW. Like I never people was hating. Like
He the man. He was just hating on Seth.
You're sick. You don't blame
how I'm
me.
hating on something. Come
Just
on,
hating on
listen,
Seth.
man.
But yeah,
Come on, man.
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, shout out to her. Like she getting the super push. She almost getting the Roman babyface push. Just she a heel right now.
I would go for I'm gonna say how they can correct this, which I say. I think they need to go the Triple H route with her. Like like you know how Triple H will go he would
Son of
go
a
to the
bitch.
yeah, like he would go to the next level, hitting people with sledgehammers, double crossing. Like he was just that guy. So I feel like with her, how they can salvage it is just because you feel like she shouldn't be beating somebody like Nia, right? I'm guessing because of her skill and her shake
She got a
size.
wild out to
I
win
feel
them
like,
matches.
yeah, like if they have her go that route, that will solidify this run a lot better. You know,
Mm.
like it will paint her
Hmm.
as all right. She's small. She's supposed to be cute. She's supposed to. She doesn't have the same wrestling talent as some of the other folks, but she's
Hmm.
as ruthless, more ruthless than anybody else. She's hitting people with brass knuckles, some shit, nightstick, something, and winning the matches and stuff like that. I think that will salvage this a little bit.
But did that work for Logan? I feel like that made me hate Logan Paul even more.
That's what they was going for, though.
No, not like in I hate him. Like I hate the character. Like I hate the fact that he's the champion. Just in general, like because he was a part timer and he was doing the brass. Just some of it was just dragged out. Like we don't. I'm worried that it might turn into that long term. Like if she go that way.
I don't think it would. Logan is different because Logan. Let me tell you why it got corny for Logan. One, as you say, he was a part timer. Two, you know he has a crazy move set. Why are you giving him letting him do a
That
punch as
ass.
a finisher? Like so, a lot of that kind of killed the lore that he had before when he
Hmm.
came out with the Miz and doing all kinds of wild shit. I'm not saying he got to do crazy high flying shit each match, but you know he has certain shit built into his move set that could be a better finisher than a punch. You're not even that good of a bouncer.
Especially when you. Yeah, I'm about to say you ain't even be knocking niggas out.
Yeah,
So.
in
Mm.
fact, not like that.
Okay, that's
So
true.
like, but other than that, like I think that's what killed Logan Paul to a certain extent. With her now,
Okay.
it makes sense because she's smaller than most folks on the show. You know, her
So give me
skill
the
set is a little
sledgehammer.
different.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm saying
yo,
if we're gonna do it, I'm saying take it straight to the Triple H route. Like I
I'm
want
with
her to
it.
start hitting shorties with sledgehammers.
I'm with
She
it.
can wait until January when it's TVMA.
Mm-hmm.
But if she don't start doing that shit, bro, she gotta get the fuck off that belt. She gotta get that shit up.
I
Because
don't
you
see
hear
you
me
see her
saying,
having a
and you
belt
like,
going
that's
into
not bad.
January.
No, I'm saying, but they gotta be the extreme. I don't want no, oh, she using brass knucks. No, no. I want you to like become unhinged during the match, get Raquel to distract somebody, and I want you to crack somebody with the sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain shit, I think could be recycled, and that's one of
Mm.
them ones that,
Yeah.
like, okay, I could get with that. But for what she's doing right now, I'm great. I'm nothing. I want nothing to do with it. Skip, reverse, any of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Next match on the card was, well, it didn't really end up being a match. It was more like a straight up brawl, but Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. That shit
Oh,
was
actually, you
fire.
know what? I fucked with that. I thought you was gonna talk about the LA Knight shit.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I fucked with this KO. Randy Orton shit is. I like what they're doing with this, from the promos like on social media
Mm-hmm.
to like Randy like showing his super aggressive side. Like, nah, fuck that. I want to fight this thing. Like, I want to fight this thing. And the KO being unhinged. I like unhinged KO. Like the extreme KO. Um, I fucks
We
with
might
that.
get Shanoa's favorite Randy Orton back, the
I hope
punt
so.
kick nigga, because he about this close.
I
Yeah.
hope so. I think that would, yep. And I need him to go back to his old theme song. And there's a Rizzy rap.
Gotcha.
The
Oh, the
original
hay,
theme.
the hay.
Yeah.
Mm, my fault, y'all.
He come out to that I'm wilding. I'm buying tickets.
Mm-mm.
Tonight I'm buying tickets if he come out.
Annoyed.
He come out to that I'm buying tickets, bro. It's
But yeah,
lit. And I might shave my head. Fuck it.
This nigga lying.
he
Nigga
ain't
lying. He
lying
ain't doing
now.
that shit.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was chaotic. And that's what I like to see. That chaotic shit was fire. Everyone caught an RKO. Adam Pierce
Didn't
caught
somebody
the
get stunned?
RKO.
I
I
think
believe so,
Adam, did
yeah.
Adam Pearce get stunned?
No, I know Adam Pierce caught an RKO. I don't know if he got. I don't remember if he got stunned.
Maybe it was the refs. Somebody got stunner OD. Took
Yeah.
a crazy stunner.
But yeah, I'm with that shit 100%. Yeah, how should I feel about that?
I
At
like that
least
it
for the
wasn't a match.
storyline. Yeah, because it allowed them to do a lot more rather than with the rules of a one-on-one
Yeah.
single
Plus,
table
nobody
spot.
loses. So
Mm-hmm.
nobody, like Chanel was saying about the Bronson Reed shit, like nobody, like you ain't lose no steam off of this. You
Right.
still like heading up the mountain right now. Nobody like Bronson Reed lost some points because he ended up losing that match.
Mm-hmm.
They actually came out more badass because I mean they couldn't even start a match. They was
Right.
on timing. So yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, I fuck with
Also,
it.
I'm never going through no table. Ain't no 300-pound man jumping through me through a
Mm-hmm.
table ever. Like you bugging.
Mm-hmm.
But if the check is good, you lying. Drew give you
Um.
100,000 to take this table bump.
Yo, Randy Orton old, bro. I'm not taking no table bump. Kevin, Owens. You bugging. You little. Kevin Owens probably kill you. Fat ass.
I'm, how much you trying to pay me? All right, bet. Say
100K
less.
not enough for that.
Let's cut the
I
check
take that.
at this point. Let's cut the
Guys,
check.
I'll take the 100K,
Cut the
and I'll
check.
tell. Don't hit me hard.
Don't
I'm a
hit me
really
hard.
KO you, nigga. If you
You gonna be KO'd after that table bump. What you talking about?
shit, like these work. Shit.
All right. So yeah, with that, yeah, we all agree that shit was fire. Right? Shouldn't got
Hmm.
anything more on that? All right. So then we're gonna move on to the United States Championship match. Um, triple threat match, excuse me, between LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade. Um, I don't know. My take on it was I'm still not sold on LA Knight
Hmm.
um as a champion right now. I'm happy he deserved to become champion, but it's just not, to me, it's not panning out as we had wanted it to be. I definitely felt like this was probably the time for Carmelo Hayes or Andrade to kind of, take over um there, but that wasn't the result.
Hmm.
But I mean, the match was, I liked what Melo and Andrade did. Knight,
Yeah, I fully agree. I'm with Trey. And I know we said this in the last episode, but man, them two could go. And they
mm-hmm,
ready to like take that mantle and kind of run with it. I remember thinking LA Knight was like, moveset was crazy. He was dumb athletic, all that, until I saw him wrestle them. And I was like, oh shit, he's not that athletic. And oh shit, like his moveset is cool, but they shit is better. And so now I'm just looking at him like, you look great when you wrestle like the world champion level type people because they can make everybody look good. Like you wrestle Roman, he can make everybody look good. But
mm-hmm.
when you wrestling people who are out there to get their own shit off, the finish was great. Like how they ended the match was great, but in between, it really was Melo and Andrade carrying the match.
Facts.
I think LA Knight's moveset is made more so for the old school top guy wrestling. So like you got the Romans, the who else in that picture? The Romans, the CM Punks, the those guys. I
Nah,
think is
because Punk moveset not like them. Roman moveset is like a Cena or a Hogan. And
what I'm trying to say is like he doesn't need to be able to go like an Andrade or a Mello. These guys are more high speed.
yeah, I'm saying that Punk's moveset is like those guys. Like Punk was wrestling today's like pace and all that like 10 years ago.
Hmm.
So that's why Punk should still fit today. I agree with what you're saying. LA Knight is more like Rock and Roman and Stone Cold and he's them, but those people are dinosaurs now.
Yeah, it's a little bit more athleticism. He's
Yeah.
them with a little bit more athleticism. He's athletic as a motherfucker, but
Hmm.
like he can go to a certain extent, but he would look better against guys like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
like the Andrades, the Mellos, the Trick Williams, these younger guys coming in, their moves, their pacing is a lot different. So they're boom, 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 where he's boom, 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 and then he can slow down a little bit and kind of sell to the crowd, get the crowd involved a little bit more. These
I think they do
all of
that
them
too.
could do it. All of them could
Yeah.
do it. But I'm saying like their pacing is a little bit more up tempo compared to his pacing, which kind of I feel like kills the quality of his matches a little bit because he can't go with their pacing is just different. That's why when he's in there with the Romans and them and he looks really good because they're more of the same pacing. Like I don't think Roman and Melo will have a great match. It will be a squash match. Like like
You know,
like
you know what? I
you see what I'm
disagree with
saying?
that because I think that there's something to people understanding the WWE style. And this is what I was saying about
Mm.
AEW before is that the AEW doesn't let the match breathe. Like you hit
Mm-hmm.
a finisher and you get back up and you hit a finisher back, like right in that moment. Like WWE, like you, even if you're going fast paced, at some point, like they both knocked out and they like fighting their way back. I don't know if he's been in WWE long enough to like they both of those dudes were in NXT, so they came up under this, so
Mm.
they understand their style a little bit better. So I think they would have better matches with Roman than him, even because they know
Okay.
this style. And Roman came up in NXT as well. He know this style. And we done seen Roman literally wrestle dinosaurs, and we done seen Roman wrestle the Daniel Bryans and the Seths and the people that could go like wrestle mad quick. So
Mm, yeah.
AJs and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just need to do something. They need something with LA Knight in this belt. I don't know what it is. Again, it's booking. It might be a booking issue. Like again, like you said, going against these two is like kind of
Uh,
not out of your league, but it's just that's not a good fit.
yeah, yeah. It's like being in the. Fuck it, we using other sport references, right?
Hmm.
It's like being in the league and then or you playing overseas and they playing at a high clip, or the G League, they playing at a high clip,
Hmm.
and then you go to the NBA and it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Hmm.
yo, they
Hmm.
wilding. Like, that's what I felt. I went from
Hmm.
going to D3 and D2 workouts to a D1 workout. I was like, nah, it's outrageous. Like, it's a whole level change, and I feel like that's what's happening. There's guys that he can be on the same level with, and I really think it's a booking issue. And then you get in there with Andrade and Melo, they're looking at each other like, yo, I can do this, I can do that. What can you do? You can do this, do that. We doing Canadian destroyers, blah, blah. He's like, Canadian destroyer? I'm not doing that.
I'm not taking that either. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
hit
the
And I'm
word.
not taking that
I'll
either.
get
Y'all
you an
bugging the
elbow
fuck
drop.
out.
Be cool. Get you an
Yeah.
elbow drop.
You know
Be
what it
good.
is? He's still playing 2000s throw it into the post basketball. These niggas shooting threes. They Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Mm.
like it's a whole different. I agree.
It's
That's
still
not a bad.
basketball. You feel like it's still wrestling, but he's not wrestling the style that they need to be
Yeah,
wrestling to make the match look good.
yeah.
Gotcha.
That's why I think it's a booking issue. Now, if he get in there like the Romans, the Seths, the Codys, and them, he would look a lot better. Who can go to? Who's more of that
Yeah.
style? But when they're ready, they'll kick it into hyperdrive.
But
Like,
I think they could. They're like the exception because, like I said, they can make every match look good, regardless of who they wrestle. So that goes back to LA Knight. He has to be able to make every match he's in look good.
but they don't bust they crazy shit out like in a regular match. They wait till like PLEs. Like Seth is not doing all kinds of flips and shit. Like he's still doing athletic moves, but he's not doing his crazy shit unless if it's like a top PLE. Same thing with Cody. We know Cody could do moonsaults and shit like that.
Hmm.
He's not doing that until it's like a big PLE event. Like the last one when he bad blood when he jumped from the turnbuckle. Like he's doing these shits at big events. So I feel like that's the same shit. Not the same shit with LA, but he's in that class. As I said, when they need to go hyperdrive, they will go hyperdrive. Like, fuck, oh, we on that type of time? Fuck, I'm about to do some shit too. Let me show you
So
I
you
got
saying
this
he
nigga.
play off P
You know,
because he's
essentially.
not showing up at the PLEs, my nigga. He's not
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
because you just said
essentially.
these niggas they go off when the cameras is on when the big cameras is on they going off.
Yeah.
They not slipping up.
Am I lying? Because look at them at their regular show, what they're doing, and then look at them at a PLE, and you gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Like
Yeah,
they
it's
do a
not.
little bit
I don't.
more.
They do a little bit. I don't think that they far off. I'm saying, but like his performance on the SmackDown and then his performance on the PLE, I'm like, oh shit, that's the same. Like if say you was a casual and you only saw the PLEs, you would think he was nice right now. I wouldn't.
Yeah, see where you're coming from. Yeah.
I would be like,
Yeah.
oh, that nigga trash. Why he the champion?
Mm.
Because I don't watch him every week.
Yeah. All right. So and then we go into the final
This was some bullshit
match of
too.
the night. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the Crown Jewel Championship. Going into that shit, I didn't care about it. I didn't care about it at all. So of course excuse me, my whole thought process going into it was like, whatever, I really don't give a fuck about it. Um, I mean, as a match, I feel like it was a good match. It kind of it didn't show either one of them being like overly overpowered so much.
Mm.
It did kind of show Gunther, being like a tough opponent again. Um, Same thing with Cody. Cody was gonna. We kind of saw Cody winning this one too because I mean, let's be honest, he's the marquee men's champion, kind of the face of the company now. So why not have him win that
Captain America.
Homelander? But
Homelander.
Homeland.
but yeah. So I mean, again, sure, Cody wins that ugly ass belt, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, it goes back to what Chanel said. You don't always. Some people don't need to win to win.
Right.
He got if he got choked out in the sleeper and lost, nobody would have been like, oh man, he tried. Like we would have been like, damn, Gunther, he that nigga. Like and Cody,
Right.
you ain't tap out, bro. So like you still here.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, now we done knocked the notch for Gunther down a little bit just to give Cody that one win. I do again. I like how it ended. Like I like the
Mm-hmm.
finish, but probably shouldn't have been. That probably shouldn't have been the way Gunther loses a match at this point.
I
Yeah.
I agree. I still don't think it paints Gunther whack either way because of how he
No,
lost. That like if that was a way to get out of it, it makes sense because it's like, oh, so I lost on a technicality. Like you ain't really beat me.
I
And
mean, he
you just
pinned him though.
yeah, he technically pinned him. It was like I had you in a sleeper hole. You try to
Mm,
reverse it, and my shoulders are down. So it's like,
yeah,
I could see how it went that way as well. But honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't care for the match. So
nigga said fuck it.
That's pretty much it. Um, overall, I felt like Crown Jewel was as we expected it to be. Just, nice little money grab. Everyone, I mean, the talented,
I,
like they did a good
yeah.
job on the matches, but it was just a money grab. So that's how I felt overall about Crown Jewel.
I think the matches were better than I expected it. I didn't love all the finishes clearly, but like I didn't love the outcomes of all the matches, but the matches were good matches. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right into the bloodline. This bloodline storyline. Let's just analyze it, try to see what's going on. At the end of the Roman and the Usos and versus the the Wolfpack bloodline Wolfpack. Sami Zayn came out and was trying to help them out to them getting jumped, end up kicking Roman's face off. Um, and then you know then they on Raw they start talking about yo, was that shit on
Did you do
purpose?
it on
Jay's like,
purpose? Yeah.
that shit on purpose, like what's first going on, Jay pressing niggas and shit. And then Jimmy, of course, and I'm sorry. Then Jimmy's like talking like, yo, this thing ain't family. What are you talking about? And then now we got Sammy Uso. So it's like
He damn near said
this,
nigga too when he said that too.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I kind of like the way they introduced Sammy back into this whole bloodline shit. Um, Again, and they went on to SmackDown, and then whatever happened on SmackDown, we'll talk about that. But just for the first part of it, I guess I like how they brought Sammy back into the fold. Um, I think it was pretty cool. Roman deserved to get his head kicked off, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we were surprised at all. Because we
Mm-mm.
kind of called that maybe Sammy gonna be the next one. I know, like Chanel wanted Zillow or somebody like that. I don't know if we're gonna ever get them anytime soon, but Sammy just made sense for the Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
Um, I like how. First of all, let's give some respect to Solo. 'Cause my man,
Mm-hmm.
I like. Y'all been killing him, and I'm like, yo, this dude is he's going off right now. Like his acting in this shit,
I
I feel
got
like he's.
tickets.
I got tickets. Like I feel like his acting. I feel like he got comfortable and like fuck
Hmm.
it. Like, yo, whatever happens, happen. And he's actually showing his personality and it's actually working. So it's like, yo, I don't have to be this tough guy anymore, right? I'm the man already. I know I'm type tough. Fuck it. I'm gonna be sarcastic. I'm like how he was like, yo, you thought that kick was a mistake. We set that shit up. Like,
Try to
like
gas it.
he was putting mad sauce on it. Like, but like I like how he's kind of coming along in the story. I think he's doing a great job. But either way, um, yeah, Sami Zayn coming back to school. Like Jimmy is hilarious. Like how he kicked the tribal chief on purpose. It's like, dude, nothing about that looked purposeful. You know that. Like, and going back with Jimmy, I like how Jimmy is just like he's setting his lines. Like, yo, I'm not gonna follow everything that you say. Yeah, we're on
Hmm.
the same side. What's right is right. If you're right, I'm with it. But if you're wrong, I'm not with it.
Hmm.
And you're not gonna force me either. You know what I'm saying? So I like that part of it.
Yeah. And then they moved on to SmackDown, and then of course Sammy pulls up. Roman and Sammy have their moment. Um, I feel like this was a good callback, or at least it reminded me of back when Sammy was a part of the bloodline when he was trying to get niggas to laugh and shit, try to break
Hmm.
niggas and
He was
shit.
trying.
So
He
he
was,
was trying. He was
he was
trying.
trying.
I thought Roman slipped up a little bit, but yeah, I thought it was cool. And then of course, at the end of it, Sammy showed his allegiance to the OG bloodline, which I have a theory he's gonna turn on him. He's gonna turn on Roman.
Hmm.
That's my theory. I feel like he's gonna
That would
he's
be
That'd be crazy.
crazy.
That'd be crazy.
I think he's gonna essentially turn on Roman. If anything, yeah, probably turn on Roman or on Jay. Probably. Because I'm a pessimist. I was like, yo, bro, this it's too easy. It's too easy for you to pull up and just read right back. Like, yeah, you hit Solo with a haluva kick. You also hit Roman with a haluva kick. Like, you kick both of their faces off. So where do you stand? Like, where do you stand now? Because you
I
put the
mean, did he
ones
not
out.
owe them both though?
He owed them
Granted, he
both.
did. I
Remember,
get
he
it.
had the belt one, and Solo cost him that shit.
I get it. And I just I don't
Get your
know. That's just
receipt.
me. That's just me. I just think that he's gonna he's gonna just screw him over somehow.
Mm,
Like I feel like he's actually probably fucking with the
that'd be
Wolfpack
some shit. I
more
ain't gonna
rather.
hold you. That would be some shit if he did though. I don't even
I,
know where that will go after that. Like that would be some. That would be some shit.
that will fuck up a lot of money because I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
granted, that would be a great turn,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the ship that, and that's all my anime has. I feel like the ship that Jay and Sammy has, which all the fans love, that will wreck the fans if that shit was to ever happen.
I mean, couldn't he make? He could be on some. I mean, I just don't fuck with Roman. Like, yeah, I fuck with y'all,
Y'all cool.
but that nigga
Y'all
right there,
cool.
I don't.
Fuck you.
I'm
Y'all
never
cool.
gonna fuck with him.
He had his moment to do that. 2 weeks, he could have did that in the last week or two. He had his
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
moment to declare that. So like if he comes in and do that, woo,
But
it's
I
gonna
mean,
kill
I
his shit.
guess you know what? I guess I can see how it could work because couldn't he just? And I mean, he could be like, there wasn't no stakes when I did it the first time. Like when I kicked your head off and started, there wasn't no like you ain't lose nothing. Y'all had already y'all already
Lost the
lost that
match.
match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Now I'm gonna make you lose something that you care about
Yeah. Because again, he just like Jay was abused during when his time
in the
in the
bloodline.
bloodline.
Hmm.
It took him having to hit Roman in the back with a chair to be like, "Yeah, I'm over this shit." And then he
That shit was
fought
weak
Roman.
too.
Yeah, and then he fought Roman and the Usos. Leading up to like not too far after that. So it's like
Wouldn't it be some shit if KO came out there and we thought he was gonna beat up Cody and he beat up Sammy because Sammy fucking with the bloodline?
every single. But I mean, that wouldn't be no surprise for
That would
KO
be
because
that would be fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
he's always fucking up Sammy. He's
You
always
know,
fucking up Sammy.
he'll be
He's
like,
always turning
"Yo,
on Sammy.
what you doing with these motherfuckers?" I'm just stunning the
And
shit
I could
out of
see,
him.
but I could see that happening because he came at Cody for doing that.
mhm.
Then he came at Randy for defending Cody for
He's
doing
gonna
He
be
that.
on the
just on
list, and
timing.
then
Like
he's
he
gonna
just
be
on
list.
time and like, and Sam, you
Yeah,
supposed to be my mans, and you fucking with these niggas,
fucking with these niggas.
niggas that
Yeah,
screw me over. Fuck out of here, stunner. Like.
but didn't y'all say was that whether that nigga ends up siding with the Wolfpack though? That'd be kind of crazy too.
Oh, KO.
Ooh.
KO, yeah, KO
That
side
would
with
be
the
crazy because they was dead jumping him when they first
they
came.
beat his ass too.
Niggas was jumping him every
I
week.
don't see
Since
that happening.
everybody's
Yeah,
Yeah,
forgiving
I don't know
everybody and
about that.
shit.
that's him pulling
And,
the KD if he does that.
Nah,
and
I think he's more likely to be Brian Pillman and come with the PIS to work than to join Wolfpack,
And that would be fire if he did that.
and that would be the end of the show.
Fucking stop jumping me.
he said, "Fucking
Like,
stop jumping me." Oh
stop,
man.
stop
Yeah,
jumping me. Oh,
nigga
I
say
got something for
you gotta bring a
you.
gun to work. Oh shit.
Yo, all right, so y'all got any more on this bloodline storyline thing
Nah,
from this
we
past
go
week?
to the discussion.
All right, bet. So this discussion here is a good one because I feel like all of us have said I can only speak for myself. It's like we talk about does a long title run mean it's a successful one? And what do you guys think is the ideal length of a title run or a good title run? I know for me, I've always said like you have the belt for I feel like a good run is like 3, 4 months, at minimum, or maybe longer than that. Yeah, about
Mm.
3, 4 months at minimum for someone to have a title run. But it also depends on the title itself. Like if it's the World Heavyweight Championship, then I'll probably give you like 6 months, 6 to 10 months or so. But does it mean a successful one? Not necessarily, because as we've seen at some point when Roman had his long ass like 3 year shit, that shit wasn't. And there was times where it was like, all right, my nigga, like, all right, cool, yeah, we know
Mhm.
you're gonna win. Shit became predictable. It just wasn't cool. But then you look at Gunther, who had it for a long ass time, was
2 years.
666, yeah, six,
Yeah, like 20
yeah.
years. 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, and his shit was actually pretty interesting. His long title run was actually pretty interesting. So, yeah, just what do you guys think? Like, does a long like having the belt for a long time mean it's a successful one? I guess we'll start there.
I
Uh,
don't think having it. Oh
go
no,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say I don't think having it a long time makes it successful. I think who you wrestling and what the story is like is what makes it successful or not. So you can have it for a year, but like say you ain't really like Roman did like that last year. Nigga Russell, he defended about what, like 6 times in a year. That's trash. Like
Mm,
that's not cool. But if the storylines is good, then and they compelling, if it's 3 months, kind of like what just happened with Swerve Strickland, okay, that might work.
mm,
Like I think it's all about who you wrestling. Like that's what makes the title run successful, and maybe who you passing it on to when you do lose too. Like I think that's important because if you like losing to somebody that always got the belt, like Seth, it might not mean as much as if you lose and now first time ever Montez Ford is the champion. Everybody gonna remember your title run because Montez Ford beat you for the belt.
mm. Okay.
I think there's a
Okay.
few parts that plays into it. I feel like it's a little bit of longevity. It's the people you wrestle, and it's the story.
Okay.
So, like, I think 3 months is a little bit too quick. I would say like 5, 6 months. And if you have a good storyline to follow, like what catapulted Roman was clearly not just his wrestling style, because he's all right, but he's not crazy. It
Hmm.
was the storyline, his character, and who he was wrestling, and the longevity to a certain standpoint. Like, so he was able to act out the story. He brought out the story, and it made his title run a legendary title run to what it is now. You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
So I feel like it's a little bit of longevity. It's the storyline, and it's the people you wrestle. Like I think those three play a major part.
okay. Does it depend on the title as far as the run? Because I know you just
Hmm.
said like 3 months is a little too short. But I feel like 3 months is too short for the world heavyweight title. But three
Yeah,
months, I feel like 3 months works for a mid card title.
I agree with that.
Okay.
100%. I
And
think the
what do
mid
you?
card title, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So what would be your ideal length for a title run, depending on the title? So like I said, I said minimum 6 months for world heavyweight, or 6 to 10, or whatever, for like the top belt, and then mid card, of course, for me is like 3, 4.
World heavyweight, depending who it is and stuff like that, at least 6 months. Like because as you said, you can have certain people that already have the title and it's becoming lean. You got to take it off of them. So I said at
Mm,
least 6 months, as well as what's the story they got you in. You know what I'm saying? The
mm,
problem is people will get into the world title scene, win a championship, and then the vignettes, the how can I say, the back locker room stories
Hmm.
and flicks go out the window. They just strictly become just a champion that wrestle here and there. Like I feel like
mm,
all of that is needed to keep your presence high where people want to see you.
mm. Okay.
I just wonder, like, so what do you do with like the priests of the world, or like what do you do with you got people win Royal Rumble. I feel like most people want the Royal Rumble winner to go on to win at WrestleMania. What do you do with the Money in the Bank people? Because we've had a lot of people cash in and fail, and like like how do we reconcile that? If King of the Ring continues to be a thing, King and Queen of the
Hmm.
Ring continues to be a thing, what do you do for them? Do they have to lose to make it work? This year we just saw both of them win.
Right.
So like that could cut into in the example of Priest, I think it was a real lackluster run. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't getting the wins for real, and then he lost to Gunther, and now he's trying to like fight his way back. And I'm kind of just like, I'm good. Like you had it for 3, 4 months. It was cool. You got that opportunity. You can say you was a world champion and all that. Like let's just move on from that because Gunther should maybe have it for 6 to 10 months. I don't know if I would pencil in 6 to 10 months for everybody.
Right. I got you.
Because I don't want
Yeah,
to like
agreed.
lock it up saying that like if Montez wins the Money in the Bank, I want Montez to win the belt. I don't want him to fucking wait 10 months right before the next Money in the Bank to win.
Good point. Valid. But I also feel like, to Chanel's point, as far as the story is like, if you're a heel and you're the champion, I feel like your title run is going to be longer than a face, in my opinion. Your title run is going. You're going to have the belt a little longer than a face would, because as we all know, heels actually sell all the money. Like they make all the money. They sell the story. They sell the shows. Like heels are going to do that. Now, granted, we have this exception with Cody, who's currently the champ, and he's a face, but it's like, but we want him to turn heel. Like we're sitting here saying, like,
Hmm.
Cody, we want you to turn heel because yeah, we see you as a face, but I feel like a heel champion is more interesting than a face. And again, you look at Gunther, who's a heel champion, and it
Yeah.
works. I mean,
But Cody
Roman,
like in the Hulk Hogan seat though. Like he in
that's
that
true.
like super duper baby face, eat your vitamins bullshit. So that's why I think it might be working a little bit better, but I agree.
Hmm.
Heels should carry it to build the interest in all the stories. Like it's
Hmm.
hard when a babyface carries it because like we have to start like training ourselves to want them to lose
Hmm.
when they have it. When heels have it, like we have a reason to want those people to lose.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah,
Liv, like we want Liv to lose because she's a heel.
but it's also just not like getting to the storyline. It's not compelling. It's like, all right,
Hmm.
Yeah,
you're not
because
really doing
they
much.
just they drop
Yeah.
they
I
fucked that
think the
up.
storyline is probably one of the most important things. It keeps me interested in seeing you wrestle. Like it's
Hmm.
like, all right, even if you're a great ring performer, what is your storyline? Like if it's not
Right.
fire, all right, cool, like next. And I think that's why we was getting still like that with Cody. Well, you heard me saying it about Cody, like, all right, like shit's starting to get whacked. But then he had those moments with Roman, or those moments with KO, and I'm like, okay, moments with Randy. I'm like, all right, now I want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. All right. So, good discussion, guys. Next we're gonna do our top five. This week's top five. I think it's a real interesting one. We're gonna do wrestling games. Our top five wrestling games. Now, it's
Damn.
it's there's a lot of wrestling games out there
I
that's
got
been
mine.
released on. Oh, you gotta go first then, because you make sure you don't leave again. So, go ahead. What
Got
do
you.
you got for your top five?
No order, right?
Okay.
But WCW NWO Revenge.
Mm,
It was fire. If y'all
classic.
know anything about wrestling games, WCW has some of the most fire wrestling games. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so WCW/NWO Revenge was one of my top fives. SmackDown just bring it.
Just bring it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nigga, what?
WWF Warzone.
Okay.
Okay. Warzone. Was
That was
that the
on
first one?
N64.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was
Yep,
the
that was the
first
first
one.
one.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. Um, whatchamacallit, WWE 2K24. I feel like that game is
24.
one of the
Okay.
yeah, it's one of the best wrestling games we have with the shit that you can do. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's probably one of the best wrestling games. And I'm gonna say SmackDown Here Comes the Pain with Brock Lesnar cheating ass.
Okay.
Okay.
You can
I
never
like
beat
that
his
one.
ass. You got hit him with like six finishes. Almost broke my
Yeah, he
controller one
sound tight.
time.
Yeah, he want to
Nah,
fight
but
somebody.
he's not lying though. That nigga
Nah,
is
he's not.
overpowered. He's OP
Like
crazy.
talking about screen athlete. Nah, he was the ultimate screen. You hit him, he used to do that bum ass shoulder shit,
Yeah.
clothesline you out the ring and shit. Like you hit him with a finisher, he gets right back up, no sell. You like, yo, bro, what's going on?
It's
Hit him with
crazy.
another one, he get up. Like, what you
Yeah.
doing?
Okay.
Different, but that's my five.
All right. You got it, Drew. I'll go last.
All right. I'm gonna go with no particular order. I'm gonna go with WWF Attitude, which was the second one
Mm-hmm.
after Warzone. Warzone was like a good beginning, but them niggas ain't had no real entrances and none of that. They had like the
Right.
quick little screen cap shits, but they wasn't them shits wasn't fire. Like I remember seeing Attitude and niggas had a whole entrance. I was like, oh, this
Mm-hmm.
shit's crazy. This game was fire. Yeah, so that shit was tough. Um, I gotta throw one of the 64 games in there. I'm gonna go with WWF WrestleMania 2000. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
y'all was on that. That was the same shit as the Revenge and like it was the same platform, but just that shit was fire.
Who's
Mind you,
THQ?
both of those games came out the same year. Yeah, it was the THQ shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them shits came out the same year. Attitude and WrestleMania 2000. I think they both came in 99. Fire. They killed
Mm-hmm.
that shit. Um, I gotta go with one of the catchphrase SmackDowns. Even though the first SmackDown was tough. No
Mm-hmm.
disrespect. I'ma probably what you said,
Just
I know
bring
you
it.
said here comes the pain. Oh no, you said just bring it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
here
gonna
comes
go
the
with
pain. He had
know
both
And
of
your
here
them.
comes the
role.
pain.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with
know
know
your
your role
role.
because that was the first time the superstar mode, like create a superstar mode, got real. Like you started making WCW niggas on the
Mm-hmm.
WWF game. I gotta go. I also gotta go with ECW Anarchy Rules because you could
That's a
dead
sweet
make
game.
motherfuckers bleed wild crazy in that game, and they had
Yeah.
like everybody in ECW was on there, like 60 different wrestlers. That shit was
Okay.
fire. And then last but not least, damn, yeah, I guess I'm gonna give it to 264 games, even though I ain't even had no 64. That's how you know this shit was fire.
Mm-hmm.
No mercy,
Yeah.
no
Legendary.
mercy.
Legendary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to
So
64. I still want that shit. I heard they coming out next year.
yeah,
AJ,
I
if you
might
both of
watching
those
cop.
this
joints.
shit, that's all I want from Christmas, my birthday, whenever next year. I need a 64, the remake of 64.
Just that shit.
Yeah, facts. All right. So
They on eBay right
again,
now, copy one.
in no particular order, I'm gonna have to go with WWF No Mercy. Actually, no, that's the only one that I'll probably put as my number one always. It's
Oh,
gonna be
that's number one.
WWF
Oh,
No
okay,
30.
okay. It was fine.
WWF No Mercy. Now 2 to 5, again, no particular order. You have WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO Revenge. I think that was probably the first wrestling game I ever played was WCW NWO Revenge.
Hold on, let me look at that dream again.
Yeah, that was the first one like have vivid memories playing. I played, Attitude and Warzone. I played those, but nah, that was it for me. I gotta go WrestleMania 2000.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I fuck with. All right, first of all, you already named the three of these games is the same fucking game. I just hope you
Yes,
realize that.
essentially,
THQ
yes.
made
I'm
all
very
three of them
aware.
shits,
I'm very
the
aware. Yep.
body model, all that. Now, I have to ask this of both of y'all. What looked more realistic? one of the
Mm,
THQ games or one either Attitude or SmackDown games. Because I ain't gonna hold you. As much I like the gameplay of the THQ games. That's why it was fun.
hmm
But for the realistic, like for the simulation wrestling game, I thought that the Attitude and SmackDown were better games. Not even close. Like it looks like a real match. All that. That was just me.
I'll
What are
give
y'all thoughts?
SmackDown, I'll give SmackDown, which SmackDown was it? I think SmackDown started looking like a legit simulation when it got to, I think, what's the one right before Here Comes the Pain? Was it No Roll?
Oh, I forget them shits. They did them shits every
Yeah,
year. Like they did it
yeah,
like 3 straight years. Like rock catchphrases.
you're right. Or Just Bring It. I think it was
Uh,
Just Bring
it
It came.
was know your role, just bring it, and shut your. Oh no, yeah, know your role, just bring it and shut your mouth. Shut your mouth was O2.
So then Shut Your Mouth. I think it was Shut Your Mouth where I feel like it started to become more of a simulation. But Here Comes the Pain probably is the one that is probably to me the best SmackDown that they ever made, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, what I have. So yeah, I put that on my list. SmackDown Here
Mm-hmm.
Comes the Pain. I think that was a real good game. I'm gonna say WWE 2K19 um is also
Okay, that's Cena on
my
it.
19.
Hold on,
Yes.
I'll look it up right now.
No,
I
no,
think it is
no.
John Cena.
No, who's on 19? No, that's AJ Styles. Who's on 19,
Oh
right?
nah, I ain't touched that shit.
That was cool. That was
Nah,
cool.
19 to me is probably the best 2K made.
Better than
WWE
24.
better than 24, yes. Because 24 left out. Yes, his thing. What 24 did was add shit that was already in previous games. They didn't give us anything new. They just gave us shit that they took away.
But they ain't fuck up.
They fucked up. But they fuck up every year. It's a 2K game. They fuck up every year. Let's just keep it a stat. It's a good
24?
game.
You
24
took
is
his
a good
glasses off.
game. No, Pete, 24 is a good game. I fuck with 24. Heavy. Me and Shanor, best tag team in the world on 24. Nobody's seeing us.
And you
But I'm
know
just
that.
saying. I'm just saying though. 24 has its issues. You feel me?
I was 24 was about to be my honorable mention.
Okay.
That's the
24.
best looking game I ever seen.
Yes. Yes. I give you that. I give you that. It's the best looking WWE game to date. It's the latest one, so I will hope that it looks the
I'm
best. Even though a
I'm
strong second would be 23, because 23 was also pretty good too, graphic wise.
I mean I think Shanoa put 24 in his top five for a reason. I ain't gonna like I'm just saying 24, I don't even own it. I don't
Oh wait,
watch y'all
wait.
play.
Okay, it was either
24
that.
was crazy.
All right, so I said. What did I say? No Mercy, WCW
That was the man in
NWO
2000.
Revenge, WrestleMania
Hmm
2000, 2K 19, right?
hmm
2K18, the one with Stone Cold on the
Oh no, you said here comes the pain.
Here Comes the Pain. Sorry, yes, Here Comes the Pain, and then 2K18, whichever one Stone Cold was on the cover. No, that's 16. 2K16, wherever Stone Cold was on the cover. I think whoever one was Stone Cold was on the cover.
Yeah,
That's
it's
that's what I
16.
was talking about. Yeah, 2K16 when Stone Cold was on the cover. I'm like, yeah, that one was good because that one had probably the best Road to WrestleMania because they did an Attitude Era WrestleMania thing where you can replay
Mm.
all the matches in the Attitude Era. And I feel like that was the best one that they did. They also had create a story. Again, I could talk about this for days, but had create a
hmm
storyline. You could do promos and all of that in the game. And now what I feel like what 2K now is doing is like we took that shit out. And we about to give you that shit. Like in 2K25, that shit about to be all that shit about to come back. And oh my god,
As they
2K25 is the best
should.
game ever. But it's like they should never took the shit out in the first place. But whatever. That's that. I could go on all day about that shit. But yeah, that's my That's my game. And there's a lot of other games, bro. Like the SmackDown
Oh,
versus Raw
facts.
games were fire.
I was just about to say we ain't say no SmackDown versus Raw. I think most of them was
Hmm
pretty solid. I mean, we probably
hmm
hated Road to WrestleMania because niggas would either try to cheat you or it'd be like some crazy ass story. Like
Yeah,
you either was going for the belt or wrestling the Undertaker, some crazy shit.
yeah.
I don't know. The THQ games again. I don't love how the game looked, but damn, it's just they played fire.
Gameplay was
There,
top notch, bro.
Just played fire.
there's probably some of the best wrestling games because of the gameplay. You didn't care. It was so good you didn't care how the game looked
Hmm
because
That's
it
a
was just
fact.
so fire.
Yo, I remember playing that shit. I'm like, yo, is that Scott Hall or Kevin Nash? Don't matter.
You can't tell. They say whoever
Couldn't
it
even
is, it
tell.
is.
That
Fuck it.
nigga's killing.
And I would say, hands down, the best wrestling intro, if y'all gotta look this up, best intro to the game was probably WrestleMania 2000.
Oh yeah,
If y'all remember the intro to WrestleMania 2000, when you start up the game, cinema,
yeah.
as they say now.
WrestleMania 2000. Who you think had the best roster?
No Mercy.
I'll probably go WrestleMania 2000. They had everybody that was in No Mercy plus a couple other people. Like they had Benoit and them in there.
Mm, mm.
No, Benoit was in No Mercy, wasn't he?
Mm-mm.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he
I don't think
was.
Benoit was in No Mercy. Was he?
Yeah. No Mercy came out after 2000. So he
Did
had to
it?
be it. Yeah, it did. No Mercy was the last WWE game on 64.
Let me see when that shit came out. Oh, of course, it's gonna show me the fucking pay per view.
Yeah.
No
But
Mercy
yeah.
came out in 2000.
Mm-hmm. WrestleMania 2000 probably came out in 1999, some shit like that.
I know they both was on 64. All like
Yeah,
all
they
three of them shits was on 64.
mm-hmm.
Oh, still. Nigga really got me looking at this shit. They had 74 playable characters.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, they did have that nigga. Damn.
Yeah, Benoit was definitely
Malenko.
in there.
They had hoes on the coach. Yo,
They
nah.
did. They did though. They did. They
This shit really
did.
say hoe. And it has whole train.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
Yeah, wrestling games
Nah.
was fire back then, bro.
They had
It
Linda
was
McMahon,
had everybody was playable. Then everybody was
Stephanie.
playable.
They
They had
had
a
Mae
nigga
Young.
pause. They had a nigga named Meat.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Who the fuck is Meat? Who the
Hey,
fuck is that?
yo.
Hold
Yo,
on. I
I'm
don't
just
see
saying
me
that.
on there, bro. I ain't gonna
Nah,
hold you.
they had a nigga named Meat. I know it for a
I
fact,
don't know what
nigga.
copy you cop. They
Yeah, so
got
now
the
you
special.
trying to play me now.
They got an exclusive copy.
That's crazy.
They had the Vince McMahon copy.
Yo,
Yo, I'm dead. Oh
uh,
shit. He said he had the Vince copy. I'm crying.
whatever, man.
Yo, wrap it up.
Yo, we done. Y'all
Wrap it up.
niggas this is wild. Whatever, y'all.
Yeah.
Whatever, nigga.
Yo,
Anyway,
man.
yeah. So we're crying and shit. That concludes another
Yo.
episode of RNW Pod. I want to thank y'all for pulling up and watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Oh, and I do want to
This
say
shit
this one
going
last
crazy
thing.
on the this shit going
Yeah,
crazy on the shorts. I ain't gonna hold you. This short gonna be
whatever,
hilarious.
whatever. That's yeah. All right. But yeah. Also, guys, be on the lookout because we are planning to do a live pod for Survivor Series War Games. More
Live
information.
reactions.
Yeah, live reactions because we're not trying to get banned because they out here banning people now on TikTok. I don't know if y'all saw that, but yeah, we're doing live reactions to
Oh,
Survivor Series War Games. So again, be on the lookout. We're gonna give more details about time and all of that as we get a little closer to War Games. But yeah, please pull up, and we all
I
just
mean,
can enjoy what happens at War Games together
And
as a
and
family.
this how
You
you
feel me?
pull up. This how you gonna pull up. Pull up with a drink in your hand
Yes, sir.
mm-hmm.
and a snack. Drink
And
in
be
the
talking
air.
crazy in the chat too.
And I will
Bars,
respond to you. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? So if you
word,
say
yes,
something
yes,
funny or you have an opinion, I'm responding directly.
Yeah. Let us know if you got that extra copy of No
all
Mercy and
right,
Meat on it.
all right,
Yo, we
y'all.
out.
Yo, we